Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a fun bookish weekend vlog. It's actually been a minute since I've filmed a vlog because I've been traveling for a week and then I haven't really filmed in 2 weeks, so it's just been a minute and I have so much to catch you guys up on. But in this video, we're gonna be doing bookish related things slash just getting my life together because like I said, I was traveling for a week and I just got back and my apartment is a disaster. Like there's stuff everywhere, laundry is desperately needed to be done, and I just need to tidy up and get organized so that I feel a little less stressed being in my apartment. But then I also just want to do some fun bookish related things in here. I want to make a stop at Barnes & Noble because there are a few new releases that have dropped that I want to pick up and get my little hands on. And then I also need to update my book journal like desperately. I have not updated it for an August recap, my fall TBR, and just some miscellaneous other things in there. So lots of updating in my book journal that I need to do. And yeah, I mostly just wanted to vlog and catch up with you guys because like I said, I've been traveling and I haven't really had a chance to film anything in like 2 weeks. And so this is just gonna be a nice little catch up vlog slash book related things. It is Saturday, like morning-ish. It's late in the morning. It's almost like 11 o'clock now. I had a very slow, relaxed morning. I slept in, made some breakfast. Now I'm dressed and I'm gonna go shimmy out the door and run some errands, mostly going to Barnes & Noble to pick up those books. But then I also desperately need to go to the grocery store and get food because I have nothing here and I don't want to starve. And yeah, so anyways, I want to take you guys along on this weekend and just vlog and catch up. I'm also currently reading, what am I currently reading? The book that I'm rereading is Better Than the Movies, and this is because I'm reading this one for book club. So me and my friend were reading this together and we're going to chat about it, but then we're also reading it to prep us for the sequel that's coming out in just a few weeks, like a week and a half. And then the book that I'm reading that's new is called Glow of the Everflame, and this is the second book in the Kindred's Curse, which the first book you might have seen people talking about. It's called The Spark of Everflame. So this is book 1. I'm hiding my rating because I want to talk about it later, but this is book 1. And it was fantastic, like fabulous book. And so I immediately had to dive into book 2. I'm only like 20-ish% in, but I'm enjoying it. I feel like in the first book, I also was kind of like, what's going on in the first 25%? And it really wasn't until like maybe halfway where I was like fully invested. So I have a feeling it's going to be the same here because we're really setting up, I think, for what this plot will be in book 2. It's a lot more political dynamic focused. So I'm just curious on how the romance will play out in it. But for being like a book talk recommendation, I'm not mad at it. I'm enjoying it. If you're in a reading slump, highly recommend reading the first book because it was so well written and captivating. Can't recommend it more. So anyways, that's enough of me yapping. Let's go run these errands. Let's go to Barnes & Noble and spend some money. Guys, I'm now back from the bookstore and I did pick up 3 books. 2 of them were books that I was anticipating and then one was just like a fun surprise book. I just was browsing and I realized that this would probably be a book that would benefit me a lot if I picked it up. So the first book that I picked up was Blue Sisters, and it's also a signed edition, so love that. I love the cover of this book. I've just seen a lot of people talk about this book online, especially on Instagram. A lot of my followers or like mutual followers on there, like my friends, they've been chatting this book up. It's also a Read with Jenna book club book, and usually I like Jenna's picks for her book club. I do wish this was not a permanent thing on the cover, but whatever. Very excited, love the color. This was also my first book from this author, so I don't know if I'm gonna like her writing. Very simple hardcover book, nothing really on it. So anyways, very excited to have this. I do love the light blue. You can't really tell because of the lighting, but it's like a light blue in paper. Really love that. So very happy to have this in my collection now. And then obviously we all know a special edition book came out, and that is the paperback of Fourth Wing. Now look, I wasn't going to get this when it came out, that it was just like this. I was like, whatever, I don't really need it. And then I saw the edges and I was like, oh, I missed the first go around. So naturally I had to pick it up for my collection. Did I need this book? No. But I wanted it and I'm very happy to have this. I will say my Barnes & Noble literally barely had any stock left, which I was a little shocked about because this came out Wednesday and I went today's Saturday. So a little shocked about that, but very happy to have this beautiful edition in my collection now. And when I do my reread, I will honestly probably reread on the paperback because I personally enjoy paperback more than a hardcover. So really excited to have this in my life. And there's also a bonus chapter in this edition, but I will say, I believe Rebecca has said that the bonus chapter will be online eventually. I don't know when, so if you don't want to pick up this book just for the sake of the bonus chapter, just wait because it's going online. And then the random book that I ended up purchasing was the Cooking for One cookbook. I love a good cookbook. I feel like that's really random, but I do really like looking at cookbooks, especially if there's a lot of pictures in them. I'm a very visual heavy person when it comes to cooking, so if a cookbook doesn't have that many photos in them, I don't want it. It has photos for every single recipe, which is something that I love. Here, I'm struggling to hold it open to show you guys, but as you can see, recipes for days, and there's a picture for everyone, and I love that. And it's a nice variety of stuff. I didn't fully look into it, I mostly skipped through it, but the recipes that I did see in the book, I was very impressed with and that I would actually eat. So really excited to have this cookbook in my collection. I'll probably try and make some stuff from it in the upcoming weeks. So anyways, that's my random book haul. I've started laundry, thank God, because I needed to do laundry desperately. So doing that now, so that's going. I really need to vacuum my apartment. I was like looking at my floors and I was like, whoa, we're dusty. So I probably will do that at some point. And then, yeah. Oh, I need to start organizing my book journal, like getting my stuff printed and ready for that. That's probably what I'll do next, honestly, but that is my mini book haul. Guys, it is the next day. It's Sunday morning, and as you guys saw in the clips before this, I was able to update my reading journal. One of my favorite activities recently has been on a Sunday morning, just like casually waking up, having a slow morning, but then updating my journal. I just love doing that. It just really makes my Sunday just feel more relaxed and I'm not on my phone all the time. So I turned on a little YouTube and I went to town on my journal because I had a few things to update. So I made a fall bucket list, a fall TBR, my August recap. I did do a spread for the Infernal Devices. I still need to do a thread thread. I still need to do a spread for my Raleigh and Asheville trip that I just went on in North Carolina. I would love to do a little page for that. I think it would be really fun. I am also saving space for a spread for the current trilogy that I'm reading now. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys. So here's my little fall bucket list. It's very simple. I did a bunch of fall stickers though, so it's really cute. And it's very basic things like go to a pumpkin patch or decorate a pumpkin. Either of those activities I would love. Eat seasonal snacks. This time of year, I love all the snacks, so I really want to make sure I pick up some things and try them out, which I already have. I saw at my grocery store that they finally had like the apple spiced donuts, and so freaking good. I'm so happy I picked those up. I also have try out a new fall soup. This time of year is also really fun to make soups. I'm a soup girl, so I really want to try out some new recipes. I want to watch some spooky movies. I know I will be doing that regardless, so that'll be easy. Dress cozy. I'm gonna try and push myself to get out of just like a sweatshirt and sweatpants or a sweatshirt and sweatshorts or leggings. Like I actually want to dress up a little bit more in my day-to-day for fall, so that's going to be a big goal for me. And then also buy a new fall candle. My current one is almost done, so I just want to make sure I have one on hand when that candle goes out. So that is my fall bucket list section. Pretty simple list, nothing too crazy, but I'm very excited. And then this next spread is kind of like a hot mess on the design. Like I don't fully love it, and this wasn't originally how it looked. The colorings I added just to try and cover up some other designs that I did, which I'm just gonna leave this be. We're not gonna touch it anymore, but I do really like the little collage that I printed out on Pinterest. I think this is really cute, and then I added some quotes from the books on here. Again, not how I envisioned it going, and that's okay with the journal. I have to remind myself that not every spread is going to be perfect, and I'm not gonna love every spread, but that's okay. So, you know, it is what it is, and I think we're in a fine spot now, so I'm not gonna try and look at it anymore. We're just gonna move on, but that is my Infernal Devices spread. Then over here is where I wanna put my North Carolina trip, so I'm saving space there. I just haven't printed the photos yet. And then the next page, you can see I have my August recap. Again, kept it really simple because what I am realizing out of all my past journal designs or like journal spreads, I like the simplicity of the spread. Like honestly, this spread for my favorite books of the year, which I'm realizing I need to update. So love that for me. But I'm realizing like I just love a good simple spread, like this summer TBR spread. She's very simple. She has a little border detailing, but that's it. Like, I just love a simple spread. So how many times can I say simple spread? I just like it when things are, I guess, are a bit cleaner. So we'll see what that means moving forward. But this is my August recap. So all the books that I read in August, a very interesting month, if I would do say so myself. And then I have my spread little page reserved here for the current book that I'm reading, so the trilogy series. This will go here. Don't know what it's gonna look like yet, but I do really like the concept of doing like a collage that's already made and printing it out, so we'll see if I continue down that rabbit hole, but I have a page reserved for it. And then lastly is my fall TBR section. So I took inspiration from my summer TBR spread and basically made the same thing. I kept it, again, very simple, not that many books on the TBR. These are just books that are on my priority list because I have them already on my TBR, like I have a physical copy, or I need to do a reread, or one of them is a new release that I'm doing for a book club. So overall, books that I basically already own, and I'm just trying to prioritize them. Obviously, I'm gonna be reading more books than this, but eager to see what I achieve in the ratings. I will make sure to update them with the ratings because that's what I did in my summer section, and I really liked that, just at a high level seeing that. And then that is it. I still am obsessed with this journal that I got, and honestly, I may not love every spread, but just like looking back at them, I think will be fun to just flip through and see all the different styles that I tried to make for my pages. So still a fun thing to do. Also, it's just nice to not be on my phone so much. Like, it's so just simple activities that make my heart happy. So that's it. And I guess I can do a little reading update. So I'm currently like 34-ish% into the second book in this like Everflame trilogy. I think it's the Kindred series. I think that's what it's called. And it's fine. I'm like waiting for something big to happen. I feel like we're kind of like inching along. And the main character, DM, she is getting on my nerves a little bit. Like, girly, you're so dumb. Like, just some of the things she's doing, I'm like, you're gonna regret this. I just know this is gonna bite us in the butt later on. So that I'm just like waiting for the shoe to drop kind of thing. And then I will say the tension though, chef's kiss. Like, it's a slow burn book, but the tension between our main characters, iconic. Like, it's so good. So while it is moving slow, there are moments that I'm still enjoying it. The first book was a 5-star for me. Like, I loved the first book. I flew through it. Like, I'm not kidding. I like started it one day, and then the next day I like picked it up and I was like, okay, let's read a little bit more. And then I was just like at the 70% mark, and I was like, I have to know what's gonna happen. I have to like keep reading. So I binged it the rest of the night. Did stay up late during a work night, so like that was not fun, waking up to go to work the next day, but it was just so fun reading a book that I'm that enthralled with, because I haven't had a 5-star in a minute, I'm realizing, because I think the last 5-star that I gave out was just for the summer. I was looking at my bookshelf and looking at all the books there, I'm pretty positive just for the summer was the last 5-star that I gave out, and that was like, what, May? I think that was May. So it's been a few months, and I'm happy to report another 5-star has been had. So highly recommend checking these books out. So far, I'm really enjoying them. I know they're pretty big on TikTok. I feel like I've seen a lot of people chat about them. I also don't know. I think they're being traditionally published now. I'm still able to read them on my Kindle. So I don't know if like they're gonna remove them at some point or whatever, but just as a heads up, they are going the traditional published route now, so keep that in mind. Anyways, so my plans for the rest of today are just like relaxing. Yesterday was a big chore heavy day. I did laundry, I vacuumed, I tidied up, put things away, and so today I'm just kind of taking it easy. I went grocery shopping yesterday too, so I'm probably gonna make something tonight for dinner. And then I'll probably do some reading. I really want to get a good chunk done because I wasn't able to read that much yesterday. So, and I'm eager to pick it up. I will say, I may not be like head over heels with the book too right now, but it is keeping me entertained, like, and I'm wanting to pick it up. So I feel like that's a good sign.